Alright, Assalamu alaikum boys, we say. Today I'm going to be talking about identity shifting. Yeah, just get straight into it, innit? Why not? So, let's define identity first, innit? I mean, I think the usual definition would just be who you are, which is kind of right, but the definition we really want is who you think you are. Because the thing is, with the belief is very, very, very important. So, identity shifting, right, is basically when you change who you think you are. So say right now, say like a problem you're having right now. Maybe you eat too much fast food, or maybe you play too much video games, drugs, all sorts of addictions. Say, let's take one example, right? Let's take the junk food, or the fast food, or just unhealthy stuff. Now, say right now you have the self perception of you being a person who eats like unhealthy stuff. Now, what you need to do is change your self perception in order to bring it to a point where you don't do that. So say right now, your self perception of yourself is that you eat fast food. Now we need to change it to someone who doesn't eat fast food. For example, say an athlete. Now what we do is create an affirmation in order to better change our self perception into this athlete right here. So what you do is basically you just say to yourself and convince yourself that, say, like, I am an athlete. Like, I am an athlete. Say that like hundreds of times. And the thing is, I like to call this positive self delusion, because you're basically lying to yourself, but like in a good way, in it. So yeah, just keep saying to yourself, I am an athlete, I am this, I am that. Or it's and this is way better than I am trying to statements. So say I'm trying to quit drugs, right? I'm like a cigarette addict. Now, if you say I am trying to quit smoking, you're a person that still smokes. But if you say I don't smoke, then you don't smoke. Did you see that there's a slight difference there? Because a person who's trying to quit something is still doing it, but a person who doesn't do it just doesn't do it. And it's all to do with the self image. So how you see yourself is obviously, as I said, very, very important. Because the thing is, people say this belief stuff is all like it's wishy washy and stuff like that. But it's kind of like it's like a proven scientific concept, and it's called it's basically called the placebo effect. The main example they give in science is with the clinical trials of like drugs. So say you got a drug and you want to test if it works, the efficacy of it, I think, and you want to test if it actually works. So what you do is take a placebo, which is just, say, like it's in like tablet form, right? So you take a placebo, which is just like a sugar pill or something, and they take the actual drug, and then you give both to then you give them both to different people, obviously the patients, or just people, and then you obviously examine the results. Now, what you find sometimes is that the placebo actually has the same effects as the actual drug. Now, that's because the person still thinks that they're taking the actual drug. So, without even doing, like, giving anything to the body, the fact that you believe you've taken something actually affects what your body does. That's called the placebo effect. Let's see. So yeah, that's about it for that. I've talked about self perception already. I'll give you some of my examples, right? So about like a few months ago, I was eating a lot of fast food. I guess you could say I was addicted, because every single day, or like every 2 days, I'll get the urge to go like eat some like chicken wings or something. That was my favorite food, It's just chicken wings, like get like literally. I used to come here every single Sunday, right? And I'd bring my chicken wing meal here and eat at this desk. There's a desk right here, like right underneath you. So I would eat at this desk like every single Sunday without fail. Like the thing is, when they say like old habits die hard, right? Like I literally had muscle memory of bringing food into my room every single week. It was crazy. So obviously, if I was like that, right, I had the self perception of someone who does that, who literally eats fast food like every 2 3 days, every Sunday on the dot. Like I used to time it as well. Like it was every 10 p.m. I would go, I would bring it, and there was like this specific chocolate. I would okay that's okay that's a bit too much detail, but it's all right. So yeah, you have that self perception of being that guy who does that thing. Now, what I did is I changed myself, right? I didn't change myself, but I changed how I saw myself. So say I went from a person. Say what I was saying in my head is that I'm a person who binges fast food. Now, you change that into someone who says I don't eat fast food. I don't eat fast food, and that person is obviously an athlete. An athlete doesn't eat any fast food because obviously they're trying to get into the best. They're trying to get peak performance, and they're trying to, maybe depending on the sport, they're trying to look the best. Say like bodybuilding or something like that. Even though these like bodybuilders and like fitness influencers, all about like fast food and like with the thumbnails, they got the flexing, and they go like they got the cereal box right there, but like, it's all bullcrap, man. Legit. Like I said before in the last video, you are what you eat, man. Like if you eat clean, you're obviously gonna look good. If you eat like shit, you're gonna look like shit. You get me? But then that's about it for that. Just remember that belief is very, very important. If you believe you can do something, right? Like this, it's gonna sound cringy, but like if you believe you can do something, you can literally do it. There's no reason why you can't do it. Like if you're trying to reach a goal, 95% of it is just in your head. Like it's your own self-limiting beliefs. And that's why I wanted to end on. Allah Hafiz, boys. Take care.